It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now ETN to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, a run with ETN. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now left side on the swing pass, and they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Here's second and a yard. Straight ahead, ETN. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Trap 50.
To throw on 2nd down, Whitfield. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Chiefs at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
19 right. Panther 11.
Operating from the gun, Whitfield. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
1800. No check.
Throwing on first down, Whitfield. And this one's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Whitfield. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Let's go
A
now.
long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Cut back team.
Looking to throw. Whitfield. Hard throw. Incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 18,
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the counter, ETN. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
He finds his man complete. That's Oliver. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Ready, go. 79 Broncos.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Whitfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Okay, break.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
19 right.
Throwing on third and long. Whitfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given any. It's caught inside the 25. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And they'll run with ETN. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On the set.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there, and you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game, but ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Again, he finds more. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. He took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And it's caught. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Touchdown, Panthers. Travis Etienne as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board. They begin to have hope.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Off play action. Whitfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mustang 19.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Whitfield. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
60 Vikings.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Gets past one man, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another tote for ETN. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now here's the option play going left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Panthers have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Dragon 60.
Off the play fake. Whitfield. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Facing challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Unlock line. Unlock.
ETN up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
At the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run.
Come on.
2nd and 7. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here we go.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Whitfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board and make this thing look just a little bit better.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
There you go, Jack. Thank you, Dodger. Thank you, Dodger.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also...
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
On the set. Trap 50, trap 50.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On first down, Whitfield flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come 19, come 19. 18, Pioneer. 70.
Back to throw. Whitfield. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Let's go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Whitfield. And now another one thrown incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Seventy Rangers. 7 Pirates.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Go!
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready.
And they take a knee.
Ready.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the